go.
Both the Big Apple, 3 a.m.
So Zig, do you know what we're playing tonight?
More Link's Awakening?
Yes, but do you know specifically what dungeon we've made it up to?
Are we still on Turtle Rock from last week?
I finished the Eagles Tower. We just started Turtle Rock like last week. I didn't even do it. I said I need a whole stream for Turtle Rock because me and Turtle Rock as a dungeon we don't mix. So
okay.
I can't explain. You know what? I can tell you why, but honestly, there's a song that exists already that basically tells the tale of my frustration with Turtle Rock in this game. This is like the only dungeon where I've ever I've gotten lost in all of them, but like this is the only dungeon that has disoriented me from way back when, from what I remember. Turtle Rock is a nightmare. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think you know this song, Zig.
Yeah, I remember it from Cartoon Network.
More like Boomerang every fucking day. Played this song as one of its groovies.
No, I also remember this on fucking Cartoon Network.
Really? It's played on Cartoon Network on a few times?
Yeah, like, specifically I remember back when I was like 5 or 6 years old and shit.
Yeah, like, this song perfectly describes my feelings of Turtle Rock. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in... Oh my god. The amount of... the amount of circles that you walk in this game or in this dungeon alone are fucking nuts.
I see. Also, Merrick, you don't mind if I nix the bot. I don't want, you know.
You go for it. Go for it. It's that's basically the whole song.
Yeah.
It's a good song. Like, I recommend listening to it.
I don't need to.
It don't need the context of Boomerang in order for it to be good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good song all on its own. So,
I know.
So Zig, how was your day?
Alright. I just basically did some cleaning and shit.
Around your new apartment?
Yeah.
I went out to the movies on my own.
Yeah. You saw Bad Guys, right?
Yeah, and I was actually surprised by how good it was. It looked good from the like, no spoilers, like, it looked good from the outset. It's just that it's like, I didn't expect it to be as good as it looked. Like, animation-wise, it was nice, but, like, you know what the thing is? I don't particularly like heisting movies, and that's because of fucking, Rick and Morty with that one fucking episode. They, like, it gets annoying a little bit, you know what I mean? But, you know what the thing is, though, is that, like, it's not, like, the heisting shit is, like, kind of basic, oh, like, there's all the double crosses, that type of crap. But no, like, it's got, it's like, you know, like, bog standard double crosses and all this other, like, 9 yards to it. But the thing is, though, like, once again, it's hard to explain, but the movie's just very smart.
Yeah. Also, Merrick, I'm surprised you don't have your overlay.
Oh, fucking good eye. Fuck, I almost forgot about that. Holy shit. Ay. Look, I was more excited. I was more excited about the song than setting up the overlay. Look, look, Zig. I wasn't out all day, but I was just like, I gotta catch a matinee. I'm not spending $20 to see a movie. I'm not spending like $50 on both a fucking movie and concessions. Are you insane?
Yes.
So anyway, but yeah, no, like, the movie is surprisingly smart with its premise.
Yeah.
Like, once again, very hard to talk about. I'll give it to you like this, right? There's a lot of visual puns, and when you see them, it's like, oh, I get it. Like, the Tarantula character, her nickname, she's the hacker of the group, right?
Yeah.
But guess what her nickname is?
What?
She's Webb or Webbs or something like that.
Oh, that's funny. That's actually quirky and shit.
It's like, it's just right for the character. And I kind of realized this, because like, I kind of realized this too. A lot of stuff that happened, like, a lot of stuff that I was thinking about, I'm like, man, like, it would be crazy if this paid off in this way that I was thinking about it, and it kind of does.
Yeah.
It's like, because once again, no spoilers. There's just a lot of, like, stuff going down in the movie, and it's, like, very satisfying to see when certain things pay off. So, it's like, cool. Like, we got all this shit now. Where do we go with it? And they just do.
Yeah.
They just do, and I'll put it to you like this, right? There's you want to talk about, like, adult stuff that'll go over people's heads. The whole plot is set up by a false flag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, there's a false flag, and all right. So you know how I'm like kind of like stuck writing a script for, like, Sly 3. One thing I noticed about Sly 3 was, alright, so this movie just definitely reminded me of, like, Sly Cooper a little bit, as well as like Ed and Eddie. I'll say that, like, that's something. Like, there's a scene that reminded me of, like, the baking powder vapor barrier thing, if you remember that.
A little bit.
Yeah, like stuff like that made me go, like, you'll never take us alive. Made me think of Eddie. before he like fucks up. Hey, Green, how's it going? I'm just talking about the movie Bad Guys. But it's got like this Ed and Eddie energy to it. And one thing, but the thing is, it's like Sly Cooper and Ed and Eddie combined. And the other funny thing was, like Sly 3, there's a character who, like, alright, it's like, the way they talk about, the way they do, like, crime and punishment is interesting in the context of the movie. Because it's like, oh, like, they're definitely, like, you think it's gonna go, a certain way, typical of, like, animated movies, but it don't.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even stick around if there was to see if there was like an after credit scene or something, because I was just kind of satisfied with the way it ended. Because like it could only go up from there, sort of. It can only go up from there type of deal. But yeah, like it was just very like of all the movies that kind of look a little assy that are coming out. It's like that was like a bit of a breath of fresh air in comparison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just nice to see that. It was just nice to see like a kind of generic-ish animated feature be good. Also, like the chief of police kind of reminds me of Paul Blart, except I don't want to say competent because Blart got shit done.
Yeah.
But like you know what I mean, a bit more serious, I guess? I don't know. I don't have the right words for it. Yeah, like I said, it was just a good movie. And, I've been playing more of, like, that Fallout 4 mod with, the
Point Lookout one?
Yeah, and, they revamped a ton of shit. So, two things. It's instantly better than the Fallout 3 DLC. You wanna know why?
Why?
So guess what they added to Point Lookout as a location?
What?
Frogs from Fallout 76.
Huh.
I love the frogs in Fallout 76. They're so cute. I saw the shirt, Zuki. I want to get the. I would have totally gotten the Team Chaotix one if I wasn't if I wasn't trying to like budget. But Look, Zig, I made a couple of splurges. I'm still trying to save up a little bit, so I made a couple of splurges because, you know, government money and the Twitch payouts. I'm still trying to get some emotes and whatnot, so hopefully that's also another thing I'm kind of excited for because I'm slowly narrowing it down. I'm probably gonna talk to people tomorrow about it, so that's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, if I didn't buy the freaking hell of a Boss Octavia plush today, I'm so glad I checked fucking Shark Robots. I was thinking maybe they got shirts because I bought the Team Dark shirt yesterday. So I was like, alright, let's see, maybe we got like a double whammy here, and kind of was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I got a Twitch payout a couple of days ago. Woo! I got mine yesterday. I got mine yesterday with government money. So, government money from tax returns. So there's that whole shebang. But yeah, like the money right now is going back into like the stream stuff. So free emotes are coming first. Then I'm probably gonna.
You already have one.
Yeah.
As of late.
I'm gonna get, you know what I'm definitely gonna buy too? A Ralsei plush.
Oh, from Fangamer?
Yes.
Which one? With the hat or without the hat?
I'm so torn up on that one too, because I love him with the hat and I love him without the hat.
I know, it's gonna be fucking...
Like, that's the...
What's JT's birthday? Or did that already pass?
Do you want to ask him?
I'll ask him, like, when he's available and shit.
I love how people are so afraid to ask, like, when someone's birthday is. Because they don't want to seem like bad friends. You know what I mean, for forgetting. JT does ask that question sometimes to people though. What's my birthday?
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell! The stupid fucking Zol on the box. I hate you. But yeah, so it's instantly better because they added the DLC. The mod right is instantly better because they added frogs. They Alright, so the dismemberment system with enemies when you get like a critical hit, right? Yeah. So they made it work different with swamp people. I got a critical hit on like a swamp person's arm, and guess what they did? They lost the arm, but they kept running away in fear.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, bro, what? Hold on a second. You don't. They did not just make that a thing in this.
And they did.
Yeah. And once again, man, imagine somebody getting excited for dismemberment. There might be something wrong with me. Who would have guessed? Nah, but like, it's so cool. Like, Zig, I was like, internally, I was bouncing up and down. I'm like, holy fucking shit, they actually did this.
Yeah.
And it makes it better, because, like, alright, so, enemies in...
Okay, so, I just remembered now, it's August 31st. Because if they have that Lancer plushie still up and shit, and I can just...
They still, yeah, they're probably gonna be up for a while, so...
Yeah. Well, also, too, I'm also gonna go to, like... I'm gonna try to find, like, a decal of of the little spade, you know, symbol and shit.
Oh, you're gonna put it on a bucket and send to him in a bucket?
Yes.
Get in the bucket. But yeah. Get in the bucket.
Right back.
But yeah, like, oh my god. So, yeah, so they added dismemberment, which doesn't kill, like, the swamp folk. And it makes them run away in fear. There's also a, whatchamacallit. So, they fucking... Hold on a second. I'll talk about when I'm not in immediate danger because of the stupid ball grab. The only good thing about frickin' Turtle Rock is that these guys constantly drop health when they die. So it's not all a frickin' waste of... Don't you dare, don't you dare. It's not that all a waste of time, if anything. Do I gotta kill him again? No? Okay, cool. So yeah, they... Oh right, I don't really need to get that subway back to that area. So yeah, they added dismemberment to that. So, the enemies in the Point Lookout DLC and in the mod, all of them, right? Like, this includes, like, people like smugglers, frickin'... Basically all the enemies in the DLC, right? Have a plus 35 bonus damage dealt to the player, which ignores all armor. And it's still in the DLC, and it's actually kind of cool to see. But the difference is that because of, like, what's up? Zig, what's up?
Don't you hate fucking noisy neighbors and shit like that?
What happened? Was somebody, like, banging on the walls?
Oh no, I live like next to his fucking family or something like that. I'm not really sure, to be quite honest with you, but I hear like the fucking kids like just scream at each other. Or it's like the dad like,
ah, I'm dying!
Yeah, like, you know, it's just like, not even like I'm dying or whatnot. It's just like, you know, probably like some sort of like sibling argument going on and shit like that. Like, which I can understand because, you know,
you have a brother.
Yeah, I have a brother. We've had fights like that before.
Ah! I'm dying!
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hearing children argue through the wall.
Yeah, or it's like the dad yelling at the kids or some shit.
Zig hears domestic abuse in the other apartment.
That's the thing, I don't want to fucking assume, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I would look fucking, you know, I would look like the big brain dum-dum and shit.
He calls the Oh. when that joke finally becomes a reality. Oh dear God. So, oh fucking hell. So, the thing I was alright, so, you know how, I think I told you before how enemies in Point Lookout do, like, a bonus 35 damage that ignores armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still in the DLC, that's still in the mod. But the difference is, it's like, it's more manageable because, like, all the damage that you can potentially dish out as, like, the player, right?
Uh-huh.
So, you know, like, the combat's faster, it's more intense, because of, like, perks like Party Goer and stuff like that, right? Like, that are more easily manageable and whatever in Fallout 4. It's easier to use chems if you really need them. Like, and like I said, the DLC is like more manageable with all the stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I really am excited because like look, the Fallout 4 engine does improved like the Fallout gameplay. I still wish that and like I said, because you know how I'm writing that script for a video, right? It like playing this mod, definitely I can say that what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? The engine definitely should have improved the gameplay of, like, you know, Fallout. But the base game itself don't. But when you put it in the context of, like, a Fallout 3 thing, it's like, yeah, this works. This really fucking works. It's very jarring. I'm like, I can't believe that, like, all of my points are disproven, that all of my points, like, feel, like, incorrect because a mod, like, addressed it. Even though the criticism is still even though my criticism of it is still somewhat valid, just based upon, like, you know, the base game's presentation alone. You know what I mean?
I think so.
So, it's crazy to me. I'm like, I cannot believe that this mod improved this game, like, a millionfold not even a millionfold, but, like, it improved it by a lot. Like I said, that internal jumping, Zig, I haven't felt something like that since I played Fallout, like, 3 for the first time when I, you know, discovered how to do something properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, doing skill checks feels good. Like, being able to repair, like, Marguerite, because there's a character in the game named Marguerite, and she has, like, a broken, like, moonshining still. Like, Marguerite, why can't you be sweet with that gap in your teeth? You're not a Christian! She is a swamp folk. This is the funny part. She's, like, one of the least mutated swamp folk. So... Get out of my house! She's not as, like, bad as, like, the Bible warrior Marguerite.
Okay.
But she's something, alright. Oh, Marguerite, Marguerite, why can't you be sweet with that gap in your teeth? Look, Zig, she asked you to go on a quest to help her make moonshine. How bad do you think she is?
You know what? Fuck it, I'll help her out with her, like, you know, her moonshining thing.
Her moonshine contains the contents of a fission battery.
Huh.
You still want to drink it, Zig?
You know what? It's free hooch.
Free hooch is good hooch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, though, like, you have to bring her, like, 6 fucking, like, fission batteries, though, and guess how much those weigh?
How much?
10 pounds. Look, if you want to run around as, like, a dude who only communicates through, like, the song Tarzan Boy. then you do the freaking, then you know, like, I did the quest because it's a side quest. Look, they even gave you a reward for doing, like, the, light at the end of the tunnel type quest, or whatever it's called. There's a quest that you do that you get no reward for in the base game, right? In the original DLC. Where you just take a light bulb that's hidden inside of a truck, and you bring it to the lighthouse, and you turn on the lighthouse. You want to know what your reward is for, like, doing that now, right? 50
What?
EXP.
Oh, okay.
It's not a lot, but it's something to, like, you know, other than like make the lighthouse look satisfying with, like, the thing turning and everything. Like, it's just that little extra bit that makes it go, like, holy shit. Like, Zig, I got into a shootout with a bunch of swamp folk. I killed them, and guess what I got?
What?
I got a freaking tactical, like, quick 32 pistol. 32 pistols being a weapon from Fallout 3 that the mod brings back. And it's not, like, alright, it's a good starting pistol, right? But with the tactical, like, it's a good starting pistol, but, like, that I tried to replicate in the base game, because you could do that. There's a separate mod that adds it to, like, the base game. But, like, the quick effect made it feel like, I don't know what about it did. I don't know what about the DLC did it, but the fact that I was able to dish out, like, the right amount of basically without, like, the legendary effect. It fires as fast as, like, a revolver, right? But then but with the quick effect, I somewhat made it shoot as fast as, like, the Fallout 3 version. And just playing around with that, I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like, and the damage output, too, and I don't even have that many damage output perks. Zig, I was, like, fucking just blam. I took out, like, fucking, once again, let me bring this up. Communicating through the song Tarzan Blind. Oh, I don't even like that song, and it made me want to do that.
Huh.
Like, fucking shooting the swamp folk. Like, dude, I don't know how the fuck did and like dismemberment. Like, the other thing about the dismemberment is that the swamp folk, when they blow up, they break down, dude. Like, they just, like, they turned into slices of fucking, like, pepperoni. The best way to describe it, yeah. Like, not at all, like, fucking, you know. But yeah, with confidence, the fact that you're able to the fact that you can find frogs in the game, the fact that, like, just, like, the little bits that add just a tiny bit more connection to other games in the series now. Like, they even added, like, Chinese stealth armor to the, bunker with the Blackwater rifle in it as part of, like, the one quest, which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Like, they revamped... And Zig, you wanna know how fucking insane they went with this? They brought back the toy knife, which is in the DLC, and it's a very minor footnote thing. It's in the exact same place with a hockey mask, and I think that was, like, the only hockey mask I could find the whole, like, the whole freaking, like, mod so far.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I don't know how the fuck they managed to pull this shit off. There's even, like, a classic flamer in, like, in Calvert Mansion, along with a classic minigun. And I'm just like, how did they do this? These people are, because, like, even the trees are new assets that are designed to mimic the ones found in the original DLC.
Yeah.
I'm just like, they put so much time and effort into this that they didn't need to do it, but they did it anyway.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like, it's insane. And another thing's like, This little bit definitely felt like a test bed, but so, all right, so with the Dark Heart of Black Hole quest, right? In the original DLC, you have to travel to the Dunwich building in the Capital Wasteland in order to finish the quest. So, how do you destroy the Krivbekne if they've re-added the quest? Like, how do you destroy the Krivbekne if there's no obelisk in the Commonwealth, right? So I was thinking like, oh, I guess I gotta go underwater, and then I gotta put the book up against like the stone face that's down in the mine, right? And I'm like, I was just geared up and ready for that, and I was just like experiencing the whole DLC, like I was playing through the Dunwich Borers area for the first time too.
Yeah.
Like how I tend to try to save it for when I do the Dark Heart of Black Hole now. So I'm going through, and then as soon as I reach the end, I kill all the ghouls, and I see the fucking obelisk from Fallout 3 in the back of the chamber at the end of the mine, and I'm like, oh my god, they even modeled that? And just placed it in. They also gave, like, the ritual knife from the same quest a new design, which is pretty sick. So now I got 3 unique, like, eldritch weapons that are, like, blades in some capacity. I got the ritual knife, which now looks like a fucking, like... Oh, God. I once again, it's hard to describe it, but it's... Try to imagine, like a tentacle, but with, like, a blade on it, or whatever the frick, right? It looks like that.
Right.
And then I got the one that's in the game, it's already... Kremva's Tooth. And then in the other mod, well, technically there's a fourth one that I can technically get, but it's really just it's like a re-texture of like the Kremva's Tooth model, so it doesn't interest me that much.
Yeah.
It's part of another quest that I got as a mod.
Okay.
But so then the other one in the Children of Ugg-Qualtoth mod, you get this sword called Rapture, which basically does the exact same thing as the Kremva's Tooth. And I now, like, I said to myself, like, dude, I could totally build, like, an occultist type of, like, thing off of this. Because, like, I have, so technically speaking, counting Point Lookout, counting Children of Ugg-Qualtoth, counting the Dunwich Manor, and counting the Secret of Huntress Manor, I have about 4 frickin' occult quests in that shit. 4 of those that are mods, one of which is technically just an exploration type thing, if you also count the Dunwich Borers too.
Yeah.
It's like, I can effectively play this, plus there's like I said, there's decent rewards for each one of these types of things. Like I said, there's a lot of cool shit involved with this. I wonder if there's like other stuff that they added with 76 into like this mod. So it feels refreshing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's I love playing Fallout. Like, all right, dare I say it, right? Like, Fallout 4 with modded weapons plus like Fallout 3 stuff feels chef's kiss. It's not like it's still got problems, but a lot of those problems are alleviated because of, like, you know, just minor tweaks. It's like, I don't, like, you know, you don't really need survival mode when enemies do bonus 35 freaking damage to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I know what you mean.
It's just cool. It's just cool. So, oh my god, like, sorry if I sound like I'm geeking out, but like,
you're fine.
Like, this is something I've been like waiting to sort of like play, and I'm like, I got it, and I can't believe it's real. So yeah, that's been my Sunday so far. Having a lot of fun playing a mod.
That's good.
Went to see a good movie, got a cool T-shirt. Trying to decide what fucking emotes I want to get for the Twitch channel and everything. And honestly, like, since yesterday, I've been feeling pretty good. You know?
That's good.
like, I've been happy. I feel hippie. Wait a minute. This is a different area than that other side. I just realized.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I can hook shot across, I think, with something.
Yeah.
No! No, I've been over there before. It's like a... Oh! That's a warp over there.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, once again, this dungeon feels like you're walking around in circles.
Yeah.
I don't need to walk in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to continue the thing. I'm a little nervous because I don't know how it's gonna react to like the MLP mod that I got.
Oh, okay.
Cause like, alright, I've already seen some weird glitches that with it.
I know.
But the the thing is though, is that for the most part, there ain't that many glitches. It runs fine. I'm only worried about like one specific section, and that's because you get a scar on your head.
Oh, okay.
And that is a bit of a pain in the fucking neck to try to deal with. Because I'm like, is it gonna fuck up my model permanently? Because I know that there's a thing that fixes it, but is that gonna like permanently fix like the you know what I mean? Like, is it gonna fuck them out? Like, I'm probably gonna have to save before I go out into before I have to go out into like the whatchamacallit. But yeah, like it feels so good to run around like a fucking tribal, like I don't even know, like a bayou man with like a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
Because it's like this classic style, not like super wide. It's just very nice, you know?
Yeah, I know.
You can't exactly like beat it too. And I found the fucking lava. So yeah, is there anything new with you aside from like cleaning the good old apartment and hearing potential?
I don't think it's anything that serious, to be quite honest with you, Marek. But nah, nothing really much in the way of things, to be quite honest with you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Not every day is gonna be like eventful.
That's true. Yeah.
I just needed to get out of my house. Like I said, I just wish that there were more things to do around where I live, because then I'd be able to, you know, go on like wild adventures. for lack of better terms. Also, I had like a decent conversation about I don't even know where like a lot of like my talking points came from. I just felt like, you know, trying to like chat it up with like people that I had, like not that I haven't chatted up in a while, but like a few of the places that I'm in, because I tend to notice, like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I get a little fucking like what's the word I'm looking for? What the fuck is the name of that? I can't even think of the word that I'm trying to think of. I'm a creature of habit, so I get a little nervous around people that I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like first impressions, all that other shit, right? So when I'm a part of a like Discord server, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's not my own. It's like I just kind of sit around and do nothing, because it's like, alright, I gotta manage my own Discord, and I gotta work, you know what I mean? I gotta manage my own Discord, and I just gotta Like, sometimes I'm personally busy, so I don't like do it. But the other reason why is because, like, I'm just a little nervous to, like, talk with people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, you know, like, oh, what do I do here? You know what I mean? It's like, and I don't want to be like, you know, because it always goes at the same. It starts out good, where I'm like, you know, maybe casually chatting or whatever, and it feels good, but then I just kind of like fall back into like, I gotta focus on like this shit. You know what I mean? And it feels like, and then it feels like neglecting. And sometimes when I'm in a Discord server with like too many people, then I get like very nervous, and I'm like, I do not want to do anything stupid right now. That's basically it. But yeah, I left a post, and the other thing is, like, sometimes I leave a post trying to interact, and then no one interacts with it, or it gets thrown to the wayside, and, you know, that's what it is, so I'm like, yay, I don't feel... Yay, no one's interacting with it, cool. It's like, you know, like, you don't necessarily sit around waiting for, you know, like, you don't have to sit around waiting for a response. That's like the whole sort of thing, right? Even when it's like something like simple, it's like you don't want to kind of like wait around. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like you kind of hope that somebody would be interested to talk about whatever, but nah. No, I don't know how people's schedules are, so that's like the whole like case in point. It's like, all right, cool. Good to see you, though. But yeah. Just like I said, I just wish there was like more shit to do, because it gets rather dull when there's nothing to do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where my peeps be at, and also it's fucking. Why does it feel so fucking hot? And I know it was like hot earlier today, but now it's like, now it's actually kind of like obnoxiously hot. It's either from my computer, and I don't want to turn on the AC because it's cold outside.
Yeah.
That's something I really dislike. Is that like, it's nice and cool outside. But I don't feel like opening the windows, because then I have to let in like the outside noise. But I can't turn on the air conditioner, or else I'll be yelled at.
Yeah.
It's like, does anybody not cold? You know what I mean? People are weird when it comes to like heat. Oh, it's too cold. It's like,
it's too hot. It's too cold. It's
I'm the people who overheat.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Cam? Why you sad? What's got you down, buddy?
Yeah.
Wait, there's a real bomb. That actually works. Nope. Because my lewd Twitter was made with a Yahoo email I don't even recognize.
Well. Damn, that stinks.
Oh, I need the fucking cane. You get the fire rod or whatever the frick here.
Yeah.
Once again, this stupid dungeon is walking around in fucking circles. But at the same time, it was all pretty much dildo makers. Well then.
Yeah.
That's gotta be something. It's kind of ironic, because I want to say it wasn't Chad Warden, but it had the same type of energy. It was just like, what's a dildo?
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Not too much damage. Like I said, shit shit's fucking crazy. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
What's a dildo? What the fuck is a dildo? Now you got me questioning it. Man, that thing looked like a dildo.
No.
I'm gonna want to play with no dildo.
No.
People say that about the Chad Warden says about the. I wish Chad Warden was around when they frickin' brought the PlayStation Move out. Cause that shit looked like a dildo. I ain't playing with no dildo.
You know how they would have made the PS5 better?
How?
It's E3. The lights go out and everything like that. It's like pitch black and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, the speakers turn on and all you hear is, "We fly high, we ride, you know it's ballin'." It's like, on the screen it says like, you know, a Chad Warden production and shit, and then he just like walks out and he's just like, "Bitches.
Sup,
Sup,
bitches.
bitches."
I wonder what the fuck Chad Warden is doing right now.
Oh, you know, he's probably doing his own thing. Cause, you know, he's motherfucking Chad Warden and shit.
When your name
he's
is
probably
Chad, you know you're rad.
Yeah, he's probably got all them fucking bitches around him and everything like that, you know what I'm saying?
Man, this shit look like a dildo.
You don't know Chad Warden?
Wait. You don't know. Wait. Cam, do you really not know who Chad Warden is? Are you fucking with us right now?
Chad Warden is like one of the greatest fucking trolls in history and shit.
The PS triple.
Yeah, he made a whole fucking video, this 2-part video about how the PS3 was better than, you know, the Xbox and the Wii and shit.
Yo, I'd buy a fucking PS6 if fucking Chad Warden advertised it.
Bitches. Sup, bitches.
The fuck is a
PS6 tuple.
The
Call the PS6. No. You need to see this. I'm putting this in chat.
Watch the fucking Chad Warden at work.
Watch this whenever the fuck you want. This is great.
Man, that thing looked like a dildo. I don't play with no dildo.
Chad Warden wiped his ass for $600.
Fucking hell. $600. Oh god, that whole discourse, Zig.
Yeah.
You know something? A whole discourse of like that. You know what I have to say about that? There's a few videos that like solve my. There's a few videos that just basically sell that whole conflict for me. There's a video where like there's a Nintendo exec, right? And there's a Sony exec. So the Nintendo guy walks up, right? He pulls out a Wiimote. He turns it on. It's like a lightsaber. He's swinging it around, right?
Yeah.
And then Mario comes out with a fucking wrench, and Link comes out with his bow drawn and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
The Sony guy walks out, right? He flips a button on one of like on the PS3 remote. A knife comes out of it.
Okay, I don't see the fun of this guy. He's just making me cringe.
Pretty hard. What?
It's more or less the fucking time period and shit like that.
Yeah, like you gotta think about when it came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That thing looked like a dildo.
Yeah.
I don't play with no dildo. Because it has no date. You gotta think about around the time of the PS, like you gotta think around the time of like the PS3, the Wii, and fucking whatchamacallit.
360.
Yeah. Cause like, see, like the Sony guy, cause there's a knife on the PlayStation remote, and fucking Kratos and I forgot who the other guy comes out was.
Yeah.
And then the third guy comes out, and he's from Microsoft. It's this white dude. It's this white dude in like, you know, a khaki shirt and fucking like glasses, and he's got like a pole arm with 2 Xbox 360s that are covered in spikes on it.
This just sounds like Bill Gates.
He holds his hand out and he goes, "Behold!" And then like a pelican flies in, right? Master Chief hops out, and he goes, like, the guy just looks at him, he looks to his other side, he looks back at Master Chief, he's like, he's making like, where's the other guy? And Chief just goes, "It's just me, man."
Yeah.
And then it like cuts away from the fight. Goddamn pelicans. It just cuts away from the fight. It's like, nah, you ain't gonna see anything. What was I doing? I'm lost. I am lost in this mod. I mean, fucking not mod. I can't think no more, man. I go the same paths. Unless, wait a minute. Because I don't have a key. No, wait, there's something in that room, though, because I gotta fill in the floor. I gotta fill in the floor. Oh my god, I keep forgetting I gotta fill in the stupid floor. Ay, 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 ay. I hate this dungeon so much. I think I realized what I did wrong. I gotta fill in the floor.
Yeah.
I gotta fill in the floor.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I with, where was I talking about, the PS... So, that video combined with these other videos called, like, Smash My Wii, Smash My Xbox 360, Smash My PS3.com.
Yeah.
Smash My Wii! So basically, it's like a bunch of people that are waiting online to get the newest game console, right, at the time, which was, like, the Wii, PS3, and Xbox. And, like... Then, like, a couple of people, they come out, then they hold up a sign, and it's like, Smash My Wii, like, I remember this was specifically, SmashMyWii.com, and, like, you're, like, it's basically just, like, I guess I think it's like a troll site or something.
Yeah.
I did it! Oh my god, I solved the fucking... Oh, I hate this dungeon so much. I hate it. I hate it with a passion.
At least you got it.
I know. I still got it.
Yeah.
Be like, SmashMyWii.com. And that was basically the whole thing. And then people were just like pissed off at them for doing that. It's like, god damn it, we've been fucking waiting here for like days, and you bastards, you come in here and you fucking destroy one in front of our faces. Like, people look so pissed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my only thought was, like, why the fuck would anybody do that? And then it's like, you know, when you're a young babu, you don't know. And then, like, when you're grown and you're bitter, you then realize, oh.
Yeah.
And now you understand why they do. It should just be shitheads, you know what I mean? I still don't get it. What, the Chad Warden or like the SmashMyWii.com? It's basically just to get a rise out of people who are waiting for the system.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, like some of the strangest things that ever happened was like, Chad. Well, once again, you gotta be, it's the time period of when it came out.
Yeah, it's just some guy trying to get a rise out of people and shit.
Yeah, that's literally just it.
Everybody was like, the PS3 sucks, it has no games and all that sort of crap and whatnot.
I know we talked about this last time on stream. It's like, where it's like, oh, which one? Like, and then I made that fucking stupid thumbnail about it. But
Yeah.
I made that stupid thumbnail about it.
I still think about the pizza that ate Denver.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the last stream and the thumbnail I put for the VOD on YouTube. You know the one. The good old. Yep, I had a feeling.
Oh yeah, that one.
I don't want to turn this into that, but statistically speaking, you want my honest opinion on which console was like the better of like those generations?
What?
It has to be the Wii, because
Yeah.
It from the get-go it was backwards compatible, right? Every single Wii that came out after whatever was backwards compatible. And not just that, it had exclusive games for the system completely exclusive games for the system that were built for the hardware. And like it basically felt like the NES 2 in that sort of remark. And like, oh, like Konami made like a Castlevania game for it. It was basically a remake of like one of the Game Boy titles.
Yeah.
So it just made it made it better by like just existing. So you get that. Like there was a few other Konami titles. I believe that like certain Mega Man games came out first on the Wii. So like that was the whole sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then there was so and not to mention like already Nintendo exclusives are already pretty fucking good, especially in the Wii era. Dude, I fucking love my Wii. It's one of the best. It's one of the best consoles. It's with the GameCube. Is one of the best consoles ever. But like the Wii was more universally loved than the GameCube. So, like not throwing shade here, but like the Wii deserves a lot of the praise that it got way back when. So
Yeah.
Now second place I have to give it to the second place I think I gotta give it to the PS3. And that's only because of once again exclusives. The fact that the first okay. Now that I think about it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because the PS3 was like the downfall of ever was the beginning of the end. Because I'm looking at my PS3 shelf and there's not that many exclusive games for the system. As much as I remembered there being. At least you got like stuff like Resistance. But Xbox you got like Halo, but then there was also the Xbox Live Arcade. So there were like exclusive games for that if I remember correctly. Because I feel like that was the 360 era was like the end, like that era was like the end of was the beginning of the end of like console gaming. Like I wouldn't say exclusively, but like it was basically like it was becoming like the age of the PC at that point. You know what I mean? So there's that whole stupid scenario.
360 indie summer thing was nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then like here's the thing though. It's like and you want so you want another thing is but the PS3 was compatible with both PS2 and PS1 games. But that was only Model 1 PS3s.
Yeah, and then afterwards,
in order to lower production costs, they got rid of the fucking backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Which was kind of stupid, but
I mean, I understand why they did and shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know why they did and whatnot.
Like backwards compatibility for PS2 and PS1 on the original. I think the Model 2. The Model 3 PS3, which is the one I own, doesn't have backwards compatibility for PlayStation 2 games. They got rid of that level of I mean, future models worked with PS1. And then the PS4 has no backwards compatibility whatsoever. But I think the Xbox... Xbox One, did that have a...
No, I don't think so, no.
And then
Even with the 360, when it came to like backwards compatibility, like there was a select number of games that just worked with it and shit, from what I remember and whatnot.
Yeah, like it was only a few. It was like only a few games, which was a bit weird. But then again, like
I remember like a GameStop employee telling me that when I was like fucking 10 or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
it's like, but when I think of the 360, I don't think like when I think of the Xbox, right? I don't think of like a million freaking video games for the system. Like I think of maybe like about a handful of games, like maybe Jet Set Radio Future, or something like that. Xbox was not a system that had many games on it, so it's a little. It doesn't come on. What?
I think that's a little bit further from the truth. There was like a lot of fucking games on the 360 and shit.
But how many of them were like, alright, like the NES, how many of them were like worth playing in terms, not like in terms of like, oh, is this game like, whatchamacallit? Like how many of those were like, you know, maybe Madden or something, you know what I mean? Like a sports game that only like niche people play, you know what I mean? The original Xbox.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 360.
Oh no, the 360 had like a ton of video games. That was like that was like the easiest one to program for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking like the only games I can think of like Voodoo.
Oh, you're talking about the OG Xbox and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm talking like the games I'm thinking of are like Voodoo Vince, fucking like Voodoo Vince.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like how many games on like the original Xbox were there exactly that were like worth playing that weren't on every other console? Like the Incredibles, for example. Like that was on everything. Burnout 3, Capcom vs SNK, Dead or Alive, Shenmue 2, Crimson Skies. That's a couple of decent ones. Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Voodoo Vince, Blinks 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. So that was only out on like PCs. Fable, yeah. Sudeki. Then there was like a ton of sports games.
Yeah.
Ton of sports game. Ton of regular sports games, a ton of motor sports games. Jade Empire. I don't remember Jade Empire. There was like a couple RPGs for the Xbox. Battlefront 2 is also on the Xbox and it had exclusive DLC.
Yeah.
You could play as Asajj Ventress in that game with the DLC. Jade Empire with Bioware but Kung Fu. There was like a space RPG, or there was like a game where there was a video game where like I remember you were like some sort of miner or whatever, and like you get into like a brawl in a bar at the start of the game, and it's like very janky and awkward.
It's now you said an RPG, right?
I think it was an RPG at least.
Okay. Because I was thinking of like some first-person shooter that fucking Civi.
I know what you're talking about, and I thought that was the game he was referring to. Ninja Gaiden Oddworld. Two Oddworld games. Yeah, there was Munch's Odyssey and there was Stranger's Wrath. And then those got...
Yeah.
I don't know if, no, because that game I was playing, the one I bought at Trading Post that one day, right?
Yeah.
That game was PS2 exclusive. I was gonna say maybe that was on it too, but that was PS2 exclusive. So, remember Fusion Frenzy, but I didn't like that game.
Yeah.
I know Jet Set Radio Future was on that. Star Wars Obi-Wan was that console exclusive. So there was that whole scenario with that. There was that scenario with those games. Do we gotta shoot that thing with an arrow?
Maybe.
Let's see. Yep. Fucking called it. Ow. Oh shit, 3 keys!
Yeah.
There wasn't a Resident Evil game for, I got like 60 keys! Mech War. Yeah! Yeah, and it has like a fucking... Yeah, or not Steel Battalion, right? That was... There was a Steel Battalion game for, the original Xbox. And it was like $700 or something for like the whole thing to play it or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, because of the fucking, like, because of the custom control and everything like that, right?
Yeah, because you couldn't play it. Yeah, you couldn't play it normally.
Where it actually felt like you were piloting a goddamn fucking mech and shit.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that you have on it and whatnot.
Okay, I got one game that no one's ever gonna remember. Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
What the hell is Metal Wolf Chaos?
I streamed it once. I streamed it once, but it was like it played like ass on PC and it crashed a lot. Basically.
Oh, was that for the 4th of July stream?
Yes, you play as the president.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you play as the president of the United States, right? Who's trying to stop a coup he's trying to stop a coup by piloting a mech against the fucking vice president.
Huh.
Yeah. And it was made by Platinum Games, if I remember correctly.
From Software.
Oh, right, yeah, From Software, fuck. Man, I remember when they made games before they made Souls-likes. Kingsfield was pretty good. So is Metal Wolf when it's not, like, you know, awkward to like control. See, that's pretty good, huh? Tomato Man. I read a thing a while ago.
Yeah.
McDonald's worker was saying like he was a customer was complaining to him that she got a Big Mac without tomato, and she went in front of him and she sang the whole Big Mac jingle, but added in tomato to it.
Because it's 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yes. There's no tomato on my Big Mac.
Well, there's typically not a fucking tomato on with a Big Mac, ma'am.
She sings the fucking thing and deliberately adds in tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Tomato. The land of the free and the home of the Whopper.
Yeah.
Ain't that something, Ziggy?
Yeah.
It's breakfast. I'm hungry. Gonna go to
Gotta
Burger.
go to Burger King. It tastes so yummy good. Excuse me. But yeah.
I was about to say, was there more shouting from the other apartment?
I can't fucking tell in my room, Marek.
Zig, it's like you hear from the other apartment, not the one with like the kids in it. I'm talking about like you hear from the other apartment, like there's arguing followed by a gunshot.
Oh god, no, please no.
Then after the gunshot, Zig, you hear the sounds of passionate love.
Well, you know what? I hear people like moving around. I hear like the fucking floorboards creak at like 3 in the morning and shit like that.
The building's
And
haunted.
it wakes me up. It wakes me up, and then I can't fall back asleep. And it's like, god damn it! I have work and like fucking. I have to get up for work.
The building's haunted.
Shut up.
I hear people. In the middle of the night.
I hear people. The roof leaks. The floors creak. The walls ooze green slime.
The floor creaks. The roof leaks. There's a terrible draft. The summers are brutal. There's a wild man-eating clam in the backyard. That one gets me. Who wouldn't want to... What, you're telling me you don't want a wild man-eating clam in your backyard? So... Oi, my freaking legs.
Yeah.
Oi, I can't fucking sit up. I'm Squidward. He's Squidward.
Are there any other school words I should know about?
Meow.
I'm out of here.
Please sell my house. Never.
Never.
I've never heard anybody that vitriolic in SpongeBob before. That was like real anger.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that channel that keeps making SpongeBob theories, because it's a critique on like it's both a horror movie and a critique on how the YouTube algorithm works.
SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Sandy, Larry, Earl, Mr. Krabs, and Plankton.
Like I was feeling the ARG until they put like a video where it's like they're showing it's mutant people, ooh, or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Then I'm just like, you lost me, guys. Like, you had me for a little bit captivated, but then you show these things. It's like, oh, these are supposed to be photographs. It's obviously like a painted up. It's obviously like a painted thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you lost me. That was like my I'm out of here moment. I'm just gonna stick around for the theories to see how like weird they get. but I don't care about, like, Happy Meat Farms or fucking, like... I don't care about Happy Meat Farms. I don't care about, like, the shit with the Muse. Whoever this, like, weirdo who made a channel to, like, to say, like, the obvious, like, about the Christopher Nolan Batman films. It's, like...
Uh-huh.
It's very, very fucking bland.
Now, was this the one SpongeBob theory where it's about, like, Squidward and Squilly and Francie somehow, like, had some sort of, like...
Yes, it started with that, and that was a pretty good theory.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot! Once again, they had, like, you got me captivated. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I like this. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's just like...
I kind of forgot about that channel, to be quite honest.
Because he keeps doing... So basically, like I said, the whole bit is a critique on, like, the YouTube algorithm, where it's like, oh... I'm basically pushed into this corner by being, like, the SpongeBob guy in order to make money, and then it stopped. Like, it started being less obvious now because he's like, oh, click on the sponsorship or whatever the fuck, like, click on the thing. I won't make money unless you play Raid Shadow Legends or whatever the frick, and I'm just like, you know, when you start doing it, like, overtly, it's like. You still did the sponsorship, so you still did the sponsorship, even if it's not, like, a whatever. You lost me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Though it did kind of open my eyes to a very creepy scene in a SpongeBob episode.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? There's a guy on YouTube. So the funny thing is, the creepy scene has to do with, like, a Potty's head on Patchy's body on an island, and it's, like, writhing in pain. But no, but the thing is that there's another YouTube channel that started doing SpongeBob theories after the fact, and honestly, I like it better. It doesn't do anything, like, production value wise. Like, it's not part of any sort of ARG thing. It's just a copycat sort of channel. But I think I like it more because it's just trying to be a SpongeBob theory channel. It's not trying to, you know... It's just kind of silly. You know what I mean? It's like, it kind of came out around the time... And I watch stuff like, I watch people like the Theorizer, right? So they somehow are able to turn, like, very simple movies into, like, fucking... like, manic fucking nut houses of like things. So that's where I got my sort of legs for that type of thing came from. So now it's like, oh, I can finally flex the critique part of my thing, and it's like once he did that, it's just like, it's not that it's not fun, it's just that it's like you kind of got that point across, like, the first time with, like, the ARG stuff. It's like you don't gotta, you don't
gotta beat that to the ground now and shit.
Yeah, you showed, like, I even said it. I even left a comment on the video with, like, the quote unquote mutant humans, and I said, like, the fucking mutant animals looked more realistic when they showed those off, because I think, like, they had, like, one of them move or whatever. They made, like, CG models. And then I saw, like, and then, like, one of the quote unquote mutant animals, I think they said, was, like, a journalist or whatever, and I was like, and that looked more realistic than the ones that they had for, like, the mutant people. So, like I said, I just stopped caring about, like, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Because they didn't try to, you know. It didn't try to, like, keep the audience. I still watch the theories from time to time when they come out, but, like, it's like it literally went from, man, this is an okay theory, to this is an okay kind of theory, to, like, just batshit And, you know, I know it's supposed to be a critique of whatever, but when you're actively doing something as part of the critique, it's kind of, you know, a little disingenuous, especially when you turn it into a horror movie about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't make money off of my horror films, so I'm gonna do this instead. And I'm like, I get what you're doing here, guys. You can calm down now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh no. Honestly, you want to know one of the best ARGs I've ever fucking watched?
What?
You ever hear of Catastrophe Crow?
Catastrophe Crow.
Yeah, it was about an unreleased N64 game called Catastrophe Crow.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally I think it's supposed to be like a haunted disc, but it's supposed to be like a haunted cartridge or whatever the frick. I think it kind of died because I think it died for whatever reason, one reason or another. But it was very interesting to sort of like look into because they even I forgot if like they released the game or leaked the game that was being played for it. It's kind of like that Courage the Cowardly Dog video game, like game slash like ARG or whatever the frick. It's kinda neat, you know what I mean?
I guess.
But yeah, like that kind of died. Then it was like, so basically the developer went missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this was after like a bunch of like catastrophic things happened to him. Like I think his daughter got like injured or something like that. And because of that, the guy kind of like started spiraling out of like control.
Mm-hmm.
And then like what I was thinking, like, I think he used the game as a means to try to bring his daughter back to life or something, but in doing so, he accidentally released something or, like, brought something into the world that shouldn't have been. Which is what I think was going on with, like, the, final bit of, like, one of the sections in a video, plus one of the parts of the game. Like I said, it was an interesting sort of story. Wow. I can't believe that was hidden in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Catastrophe Crow was pretty good. Then there was like the other frickin' video game. Like the Courage the Cowardly Dog one was interesting. But I think it's still too early, and I don't think like they updated anything about it in like a while, so not much.
You know, when you say Courage the Cowardly Dog game, I think back to the fucking oh hey, the magic rod.
Ooh, a magic lamp.
Yeah, I think back to that one Flash game that they had on the website and shit.
Is that the one where you're going around the island?
The island? No, that's where you're going around the house.
There was one where you also explore an island, like the island from that one episode.
I don't remember that. I just remember the one where you're just going around the house and shit, and there's like this like fucking weird like I don't know if it was like some weird shadow creature or some shit like that. I could be like misremembering.
Was it the McPherson Phantom from that one episode?
No. It was called. It was like these It was like these fucking shadow creatures that came out of the TV and shit. Or, you know, it was... I remember now. Eustace and Muriel got, like, fucking trapped in the TV and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And there was, like, these little ghost creatures, like, roaming around the house and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you had like, you know, some Here, I'll post the thing here in the Discord and shit. So if you want to like watch it in your spare time,
Alright, I'll take a look at it. But anyway, like, you know how we, alright, so remember how we talk we talk about like games that like have like a PS1 aesthetic?
Well, this one was more of a GBA aesthetic, if anything.
But yeah, no, the Courage game ARG thing, that's got like a PS1. The game that's being made is like a PS1 aesthetic to it, which is pretty sick. So that's what made me excited about it, because it's both it's like a fan game for Courage, but it's also a creepypasta ARG type thingy, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know how to feel about it, because it does feel like it should go together. But it feels a little weird when it's like a little weird when you think about it and like put it to words. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Like I don't even know if it updated is the thing, because like the last I checked about it, because like once again, you in order to continue more of the ARG, you have to participate in yourself in it, right?
Yeah.
Which
I can understand why and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I as a person who has like better things to do sometimes, right? Rather than like try to decipher ciphers and shit, or like, you know, check a Twitter and type random words on the type of random words in response to like the Twitter or to like a weird email, like in order to try to basically goad a interaction out. It's like I don't have time for that, you know? Like, I gotta do other things, like hope I, like, you know, check stuff and hope I get a job and hope I get like accepted for a job or something. Like, I got better things to do with myself than to like try to figure out like an ARG. So, not to put those down, but it's just like I wish that there would be like a niche of YouTube channels that don't just cover ARGs, but like that's like their main source of content is they like, oh, like we're gonna explore like an ARG or whatever the frick today, you know what I mean? Or like we're going over like all this stuff in the works. They're like discussing it. And that's the stuff that like I want to see. But that's not a there we go. Fuck yes. Yeah. But unfortunately, that's not like a niche. It's not like a niche piece of content that's been made yet, so it's out of the game. Once again, fine. You know what I mean? Fine, whatever. It's like that's the whole case in point. But it's like, what is there anything for like? It's like, all right. It's like that craze that was like the Gmod ARGs.
Yeah,
where,
and I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know that was a thing until like that one fucking whatchamacallit like popped up for me on my recommendations and shit.
It became a meme zig because like all of them were literally the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, they're playing on fucking Construct. Then, you know, like, for a brief second in the dark room area, you'll see, like, a Shadow Man walk by or something. And that's like the whole... It's like every freaking ARG on Gmod for the most part, and that was like the meme about it.
Yeah.
It's like, haunted game. And then there were one, like, someone made a video, it's like the one good ARG from Gmod or whatever, and I'm like, all it was, and the only reason why it was that, because it was like the only one that was coherent. And even then, it being coherent didn't help it, it didn't do it any favors, because it was still very cliche. Because like they played like that one music album that's like synonymous with fucking like what's the word I'm looking for? Alzheimer's or something like that. Which I don't know the name of off the top of my head, but like I was reading the comments and it's like everybody was saying like, yeah, once you hear that song, once you realize that it's like this album, then it's just like, yeah, it's basically just gonna be that, ain't it? About somebody losing their mind or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, for what it is, I guess it's good, but it's got problems. But yeah, like somebody actually did a Minecraft ARG.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucked it up. These fill-in-the-blank puzzles are a bit of a pain. Yes. And there it goes.
Oh, you're actually moving that thing and whatnot?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell it is. It's just like... Honestly, I'd like to imagine that it's like a magical Roomba or something.
Yeah.
It's like...
And you fucked it up again.
It's not as easy as it looks. Alright, so I gotta get it down.
Mm-hmm.
Shit! Da-da-da-da, put down the floor. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the nightmare key. You can open the door to the nightmare's lair. Alright, cool. Now I just gotta find the door. Now I gotta find the staircase. It's the one where I have to like get that very specific block, ain't it?
Yeah.
I read this game like a book. Look, book. Look, book. And Tom Green comes out of the fucking shadows, drags you in.
Yeah. It turns out you're now an extra in the Freddy Got Fingered sequel.
Yo! Fuck yeah. Let's do it. We'll... Oh my god. I got a, what the hell was the car? A Duranto or whatever? No, I what the...
The Duranto? Wait, I don't know what you're talking about now.
He got a car at the beginning of the movie. What the fuck was it called?
I don't know.
Do you have a Del Monte, Freddy? No, you don't have a Del Monte or whatever the fuck it was. It says #1 son on it. I'm the #1 son. That movie is... It's such a fucking masterpiece. It perfectly encapsulates my comedy. It was made for me, Zig.
Mm-hmm. You better run! You liar!
He's a molester! He's a child molester! Ah!
And LeBaron. That's what
The LeBaron! Yeah! The LeBaron! It's a convertible! You don't have to take that, but...
Book.
That honestly... Alright.
Yeah.
For some reason that made me want to continue Point Lookout. So I watched that scene the other day. I got the LeBaron. I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I associate like. Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be clever. All right, so. Okay. There we go. I'm smart. I can figure things out.
Yeah.
Would you like to voice this guy, Zig?
Sure. Crackle whoosh. You're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens.
It's a giant fire. It's a giant fire thing.
Yeah.
So what do you think this guy's weakness is?
More fire?
I've never heard truer terms of the words fight fire with fire before.
Well, it's time to burn down the house.
He's bringing the house down. I just find it weird. Why does fire hurt him? He's made of... My only guess is that, like, it's just that it's not hitting him with fire. It's like... Like, the force of the projectile, like,
Yeah.
does technically, like, do some sort of damage with the fire to him or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, that's what's damaging him. What the fuck? I did it!
Crackle! Why did you come? Here, if it weren't for you. Nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry. Remember, you two are in the dream.
That was the best they can do for their final line of defense.
Yeah.
A ball of fire that got killed by fire. Honestly, these nightmares have revoked their right if that was their best idea. But look at that, we got a snare drum.
Yeah.
You've got the thunder drum. I'm going to conjure a demon with my magic drum. Egg. The egg on the mountain calls. I'm surprised we haven't run into the owl yet.
Yeah.
But honestly, you know that we're right. You know that we're literally at the end of the game now.
Yep.
The only other thing to really do is like go around and try to find like all the secret seashells, or just go go about our and the heart pieces if you really want it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like in the 3D remake, I put a lot more time into like trying to find the secret because the white sword is actually worth it in this game. like, oh dear fucking lord, like, a lot of the bosses that I was struggling with in terms of damage, right? Once you get the white sword and you get the red magic tunic.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't. You just wipe the floor with everything at that point, right?
Yeah.
But let's be real here, because like Zelda enemies, most of the time, it's like 1 or 2 hits and they're dead anyway. So it's like Zelda's not an RPG. The sword sometimes doesn't matter. It really only matters if you're trying to like cut down your time on bosses. So it's that little thing. But we got the boomerang, which can actually one-shot the final boss if we actually try to use it on him. I think.
Oh, okay.
Unless we have to upgrade into like the magic boomerang, which I forgot how to do if that is feasibly possible. But once again, that's neither here nor there. Though, honestly, the moon, literally, the final dungeon ain't even a dungeon. It's just the freaking, it's just the moon. The moon. This is Zelda we're talking about here. The moon.
Is coming down.
The egg. It's not Majora's Mask. I'm thinking of the Look, we're here and we're about to hear one of the best songs in video games ever. Let's do this shit. You know I got made fun of in middle school for liking that song?
Huh.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I left Facebook all those years ago. Yep.
The time has come. The windfish awaits. Enter the egg.
The windfish's egg.
Yep.
Ooh, spooky. Oh shit. Oh right. There is like a path that you actually have to go through in order to get to the end here.
I see.
Yeah. It's nothing too bad.
Uh-huh.
It's just a lot of guessing on it. Like I said, this part is like very simple, so
Yeah.
it's nothing too much to worry about when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it. But I think there is a hint somewhere, if I remember correctly. Though I don't remember where that hint is. Because this is literally all you do until you get to the final boss is just walk around the fucking egg. And hope you get to the end. That's basically it. I'm not kidding. Though it is kind of funny, in order to get out of here, you just have to, you know, walk back, and then you can go right out to... It's thankfully not like a point of no return.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo really never did, like, one of those in all of their games. Like, you could always just turn around and leave, like, the final dungeon if you needed to.
Yeah.
Not never locks you in. It's only really during like final battles where they tend to do that to you. Alright, so now I just gotta figure out which way it was. Also, it's kind of sad that we only get to hear, like, the full Ballad of the Windfish once.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a very nice song. And
Yeah.
as much as, like, the Ballad of the Windfish and frickin' Majora's Mask goes, it's good too, but I like, you know what I mean? I like them both for different reasons. I don't know, like, I can't exactly say why neither.
Yeah.
It just feels nice, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second.
Wait, Marek.
What's up?
There was a book that you had to read back at the village and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And it gives you the, whatchamacallit.
The directions?
Yeah.
Well then. Who would have guessed? Return to the...
Yeah, it's in the library. The book is called Dark Secrets and Mysteries of Koholint.
Man, that's a little, That's a little... It's kind of funny when you think about it.
Yeah.
Man, the solution to the puzzle was right in front of us the whole time back in the village.
Mm-hmm.
But something tells me that nobody would ever think to go there. Fucking, fucking Buzz Blob.
Yeah.
Mihone Condom. I don't understand why when they become Cuke men they start speaking with like a stereotypical Jamaican accent, but you know what? Some questions probably we don't need the answer to.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday when we got stuck in the frickin' forest.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And I was like, where the fuck's the mushroom?
Yeah.
I gotta find the magic mushroom. We gotta save Marin, who turned himself into a raccoon and going on a bad trip.
Mm-hmm.
Which was kind of funny that I found that because I found something else.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Hi, Axel.
Hey Axel, how's it going? Are you here? Do you want to be a pepper too? Let's do it. Psh. I think this is the book. This is not a chest. What? You knew that? Okay. The properties of warp holes.
Yeah.
I don't need the properties of warp holes. I need the jalapeno. Why not? What does that have to do with anything? Fun with bombs. Read this book. Imagine there being a book called Fun with Bombs.
Mm-hmm. It should be like the last one to the right and shit. You asked about
Dark
peppers.
Secrets and Mysteries. Here we go. Oh. Do you really want to read this? Yes. Round and round the passageways of the egg. Left up, right up, left up, right up.
Can you say that one more time?
Left up, right up, left up, right up.
Left, up, right, up, left, up, right, up. Alright.
Just time.
Just making sure, because, you know, when we're probably gonna get to the fucking egg, you're gonna forget and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
Left up, right up, left up, right up. Life, death, life, death, life, death, life, death.
Mm-hmm.
If we can even get to the stupid egg. Ugh. I really wish that this map had, like, better sort of circulation.
Yeah.
Because I wish I could leave the village from, like, any angle, go up, and then I could still get to, like, the, egg.
Mm-hmm.
not just one way. Oh shit, I could've just cut...
Yeah.
Ah, whatever, it don't matter. I already got the code, so...
Mm-hmm.
Eh, who am I kidding? I need 2 Freezy Fudge Blasts.
Roll over to the first window.
No, you son of a mother! Who am I kidding? Also, fun fact, you can actually come up here without the, with the 7 instruments, and like, the ones will play without the,
Yeah.
Alright, left. Up. Right. Up. There we go.
Woohoo.
We were born of the nightmares to take over this world. We made the windfish sleep endlessly. If the windfish doesn't wake up, this island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place, but you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble.
Oh, it's a shadow blob! What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Meet the nightmare. It just kind of became like a giant buzz blob.
Yeah.
Do what you do against a giant buzz blob. I think its sprite is transparent a little bit. Oh, it's only weak Azathoth. I mean the windfish. It's kind of like Azathoth, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. I think I have to. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I have to spray it with the. Yep. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Whoops. I made an oopsie. Oh, there we go. Its next form, if I remember correctly, yes, wizard form, aka Aghanim. Literally, just do blind. You got to do like blind dead man's volley against him.
Oh, okay.
Not once again, not that hard of a fight.
Yeah.
Believe it. Soon he's gonna go into his last phase. He's gonna assume his true form. Oh, fuck, right. That one breaks apart. Now he's getting desperate. There we go. He's assumed the form of the first boss! Oh no! How do we defeat him?
Don't you just hit his tail and shit?
Yes. Alright. What do you think he has left up his sleeve?
He
becomes a memory of Ganon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't Ganon like a secret boss in this, in like, Link's Awakening and shit?
You're thinking of the Oracle games. Basically,
Oh,
when you
okay.
beat Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, right? Or if you beat one game, then you get a code for the other, and when you input that code in it, you unlock like the secret story mode of like the other one, and it lets you basically fight Koyume and Kotake in 2D, which is actually pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
And then you fight Ganon at the end of the game. They revive him with the help of Varen. and Varen and I honestly think you have to hit him with arrows in this form. It's like a callback to like Zelda 1.
Yeah.
The silver arrow like insta gives him.
Yeah.
All the cheese. Eat all the cheese.
Eat all the cheese, Princess Zelda.
Oh, Ganon, no! I don't want to eat the cheese. Ow. What the hell was this guy's? What the hell was this form's weakness now? There we go. Alright. Now how you think to test it? This is the real battle now.
Oh shit.
This is the final form of the nightmare. Death Eye. It is not subtle what its name means.
Yeah.
Come on, bring it on. He ain't that tough. He's kind of like Vadi, but honestly, I can't decide if this is like the weakest final boss in Zelda, or if frickin' whatchamacallit is. Oh god. Come on, open your eye. Open your eye. You're only prolonging the inevitable. Oh!
You know who I would say is the weakest boss in a Zelda game, even though people would probably say wouldn't really count and whatnot?
Who?
Ganon in the Faces of Evil. You just throw a book at him.
Every boss in like the Wand of Camelot and Face of Evil dies in one hit when you use the weakness on him.
Yeah.
Like I like that concept, but it's gotta be like I like the concept, but it's gotta be done like don't. Come on. Oh god. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's actually gonna kill me, maybe. Oh! Got him! One more heart to spare!
This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Our world.
Zig.
Marek! You have beaten all of the nightmares. Climb the stairs. Before you. Young lad. I mean, Marek. The hero. You have defeated the nightmares. You have proven yourself. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. Yeah, that's it. As part of the Windfish's spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day, the nightmares entered the Windfish's dreams and began wreaking havoc. Then you, Marek, came to rescue the island. I have always trusted in your courage to turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Marek. My work is done. The Windfish will wake soon. Goodbye. I am the Windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams, an egg appeared. And was surrounded by an island with people, animals, an entire world. But verily, it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholland will be gone. Only the memory of this dream. Wait, what happened again? Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday, thou may recall this island. That memory must be the real dream. World. Come, Marek. Let us awaken. Together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the song of awakening.
Well then. That was Link's Awakening. And this has been the first time in years since I beat this version of the game.
Yeah.
I beat like the Switch version like a while ago. And it's pretty cool. But I don't know, there's something about this version that's also a bit magical too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. The magic of a remake and the magic of something like the original both matter in a situation like this. So that's what I think like the coolest part about this is, though.
Yeah.
Like, I do have to say that there are a lot of like speculation as to what was like going on, especially with like, oh, the dream, everything's gonna like stop or whatever, right? But we're about to see a piece of evidence that a lot of people cite as something, because I was talking about this a while ago. They said it's possible that other stuff got captured in the dream too, like certain wildlife of the sea and everything like that, and they all became characters. I believe on this screen, or like one of the screens, or like one of the things coming up, we're gonna see like a single seagull flying about, right?
Yeah.
And Marin said like she wished that she could be a seagull and like, you know, fly away from the island because she's always lived there her whole life, right?
Yeah.
My theory on that is that like she was the seagull and that was like her memories. It's kind of like how the nightmares make like the dreams or whatever, you know what I mean? So like I think that a bunch of other like oceanic creatures or wherever this is, be it like, I don't know, a gigantic Lake Hylia or something. So by waking the windfish, Link saved everything or whatever that was trapped with the island and shit. But that, you know, that's like best case scenario. Because like this game is often regarded as like one of the darker of like the Zelda games, and I think it's kind of well warranted, especially because, like I said, you wipe out a whole island to wake to wake the windfish, and like I said, it's both warranted. People say Link is selfish. It's a different sort of story in the manga compared to like the actual thing with the, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's a whole world of fucking like, you know, there's a whole world of like shit with this game that's like, you know, weird, and it draws up like symbolism as like with like Axel said with like Azathoth and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like this is honestly a testament to like theory crafting and how like Zelda fits in with like a whole ton of other shit. So it is rather nice to see like, you know, that even like some of the more simple games in like the Zelda series can cause like big questions and everything like that, which is pretty neat.
Yep.
So now the thing is though, now that we finish with this, I gotta find something else for Zelda night to play. Because I think I might know the next Zelda game after whatever Zelda-like we're going to play for... whatever Zelda-like we're going to play next, so... We'll see what's up with that. You think we learned anything tonight, Zig, while we were here?
Like all dreams they are bound to end, and we shall all wake up and whatnot, but the memory shall be there, and... or some shit.
Like our favorite games.
Yeah.
Well, that's another one of my favorite Zelda games off the list. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, as always, be yourselves and remember, Mecca like a hi, Mecca huddy ho, Mo Mecca chai, Mecca mo Mecca hey, Pickle barrel kumquat chimichurri changa. That's a secret word of the day. Alright guys, catch you all later. Marek out. See you guys.
Good night, everybody.